Hey Nathan, let's take a look at your week 2 assignment 2 drawings. um, Nothing, I can't really say anything against these drawings. I think they are both very well done in terms of their just kind of their initial layout and drawing, where perspective feels pretty good, although I take a look at this cube which feels a little bit off to me. But the perspective feels good, the overlap and the placement is good, and you've got symmetrical shapes and nice kind of ellipses in places where they need to be. The value study is good. You've got some cast shadows in place. You've got good value range in place from dark to light. That's creating a nice amount of turn to these shapes, and the lighting source feels consistent. So I think this one is working out really nicely. Texture studies are also good. I'd like to see a little bit more development in things like the stone. I think you could be a little tighter on the wood texture. Some of this might actually be resolved once you have color put into place. That might clarify some of these textures a little bit more. And it's not like I don't know what they are. I just think in some cases, like the stone, it feels a little empty. It feels a little sparse. And the wood texture, it feels just a little bit too loose and needs to be a little more specific. And you're definitely losing the value range in the wood one because of kind of the stroke and the overlapping and stuff, so that might be something that you can try and resolve as well. But they still, I think, work. The metal textures work very well. I think the stone texture actually works very well. It's kind of like a limestone texture, and then the cast shadows in place are good. You may want to think about adding a horizon line, having a background and a ground plane, just so that you have a little bit more variation going on in things. But overall, they look good, textures look good, and you definitely have kind of a good kind of sense of the drawing part of this, the shading, the drawing of the shapes, and the overlap in perspective. So just definitely keep that stuff up.